Alright guys, winter's here. Wanted to upgrade my heater. I've had an old kerosene heater I've been using. The thing's probably 30 years old. It needed another wick and it was just time to go. So I figured I might as well upgrade and get something new. I was looking at heaters. I found this dyna-Glo cabinet heater, LP gas. Sadly enough, I couldn't find any reviews on this thing on YouTube. Found lots of reviews on the dyna-Glo radiant kerosene heater, which got great reviews, but none of this. I did some research and I figured I would just go with this one and give it a try, and so far I'm pretty happy with it. Used it for the last month and wanted to use it for a while before I did a full review on this thing, but so far I'm very happy with it. I'm not going to go into the full battle on which is better versus kerosene versus LP or propane, which one's better. Personally, they both have their advantages and disadvantages, but I didn't really want to go into that fight too much. This I'm pretty much using in a garage. It's 22 by 24. It's got almost 12-foot ceilings. It is insulated. And the main purpose of this, because I know the comment section is going to get riddled with this like the last of them, how you shouldn't use these, how dangerous they are. You know, I agree with that. But when I use this, the doors open and closing. I'm not using this to heat a wood shop where I'm out here all day long as the main source of heat. This is an insulated garage. All I'm using this for is, you know, if I have to come out here and do something, I come out, I fire it up, I get the temperature up to about 55, 60. I do what I need to do, and that's it. I'm not out here all day. Most of the time I use a kerosene heater. I come out, I fire it up, I let it run for about an hour. It gets the garage warming up before I go plow snow. So when I bring the tractor back in, when I shut this off, it helps melt everything off. This was more crucial when I owned a snowblower, for the fact of it would melt everything off the snowblower, the snow and ice, and then I would take a towel and in the impeller chute I'd soak up all the water so ice didn't form. Ice forms in a snowblower. Next time you go to use it, you start knocking off shear bolts. With the blade, it's not as important, but I still like to keep all the snow and ice off of it. Cost-wise, kerosene versus propane, guys, that could vary depending on where you're at. I could go into that. Where I'm at, kerosene's $3.99 plus tax a gallon, which puts it just under $4.30 a gallon. I'm getting these LP tanks, gas grill tanks, filled for right around 15 bucks. So there's an RV place around here that does it for 15, and I don't know if a lot of people know this, but if you go to exchange them, you don't get as much propane as if you take them in to fill them. That's sort of how they make their money. They jip you a little bit. But with that being said, for BTU, for kerosene versus propane, it all depends on where you're at to say one or another. I do like this heater. I'll show you. I'll turn it off. I wanted to get it going here real good when I did this video, just to show everyone it operates, so I didn't have to wait around and get it fired up. It's on wheels. It's a little cabinet. Ease operation. It stays pretty warm. Takes your standard 20-pound gas grill tank. I would say probably over 90% of Americans all have a gas grill. Nice thing with this is if you have a tank, you can always buy a second tank, which is good to have when you're grilling anyway. And then when one tank runs out, you put the other one in, and when you get your chance, you can go fill this one. So fits in. It's on wheels, easily rolls. It's 2 foot tall, and it's about a foot depth and width each. So it's not a very big unit. The wheels do lock, so you don't have to worry about it rolling away. This compared to kerosene, the kerosene, I mean, I know they have the electronic wicks. You know, you push it, it's got the electronic igniter, but you always have that odor. I know there's other kerosene you can buy that's probably less odor, but I looked on Rural King, and 5 gallons of that is like $35. So you're talking over 7 gallons, or $7 a gallon if you buy it from a big box store like that. Now this has been heated up, which doesn't really matter too much. You put it to the pilot, you press down, I'd say about 5 seconds. You hit it, the pilot light will light, you hold it for about 5 to 10 seconds for that thermal coupling to get warm, and then you can just wait turn it, and then fire it up to wherever your setting is. One thing I do like about the LP version of this is you can turn it on high, you can get it really warm, what you want, and I found that even with this garage being, it says it'll heat 600 square feet, which I think it could easily heat more than that. I've been throwing it on high, just getting the garage where I need it to, and then once you get it hot, it's as easy as just medium's 2 burners and low is 1. So it's pretty simple to use. I found getting it just warmed up to about 60, I can throw it down to 1 that maintains it. Low 6,000, like I said, medium's 12, highs 18,000 BTUs, and then it tells you it'll run on low for 72 hours, medium for 36, and high for 24. So I think for efficiency, it's pretty decent. Haven't had any complaints yet. Now I've only used it for a month. If I have any issues, I'll be sure to comment below. It does have a low oxygen shut-off switch on it, anti-tip, all that kind of stuff if you hit it for your safety things. But even with using these guys, I would highly suggest using it indoors like this. Now where I'm using it, the door's usually open and closing quite often. It's not meant to heat a house or nothing, but make sure you get a carbon monoxide alarm. I bought one of these. I think I got this for under 20 bucks, right around $20, and it just plugs in the wall. I plug it in over there next to the heater just as a safety precaution, and this does have battery backup, so that if you ever did have to use one of these in an emergency situation, a blizzard or something, I mean, make sure you're protecting yourself. Can't stress that enough. But so far, ease of operation and everything, this is a very good heater. I think it was like $109. You can get them at, I know Walmart sells them. Not sure if TSC, I didn't see them at Rural King. I know TSC sells a dyna-Glo kerosene. I'm not sure if I've seen these ones here, but for 110 bucks, I don't think you could really go wrong for just a small little heater like this and the easy use. But just wanted to throw this on here and show people what I really thought. Thanks.